Okay, so, felt like I should put a discretion notice or whatever. Okay. Look, I don't know why this happened, but the video looks terrible. The quality went downhill. I'm not exactly sure why. I can't fix it. This is how bad it looks. This is one example. Here's another. I think it may have been Movie Maker doing whatever it wanted. Also, sometimes it may look a bit glitchy. I apologize. But I'm so proud of this. I mean, I still want to show it. I mean, I worked pretty hard on it. Worked a long time. Half a year. And also, there were a lot of people who helped make this, and I don't want to let them down. Enjoy.
Well, digital platforms are changing how we get our entertainment, and now they're also redefining what it means to be a celebrity.
The web is creating a whole new class of internet A-listers. KTLA's Steve Coos reports on this online revolution.
YouTube has almost 1 billion users. That's about a third of the people on the entire internet. And every day, those people are watching hundreds of millions of hours of user content, generating billions of clicks. Now, there's a new generation of internet entertainer cashing in on those clicks.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Good morning, cheerleaders. My name is Jacksepticeye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to another Try Not to Laugh challenge.
What is up, my cranky crew? It's either from Cranky Plays.
Hey guys, and welcome to Crime Plays Corpse Party.
Hey guys, it's Minx here.
My name is Cupcake.
And welcome back to another brand new episode of The Completionist.
Why do people love watching video games on YouTube? If you go back to the arcades, what did people do when they went to the arcades? If you didn't have a quarter, you stood around the arcade and you watched people play video games.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And now, as opposed to you and your buddy, or you and 6 guys around the arcade, it's you and 6,000 friends watching you play. That's how you get from point A to point B, and how many experiences you have along the way.
Characterized by large personalities, heavy edits, and the occasional face cam. Often failing at funny physics games or screaming in terror at horror games. And the genre experienced a huge boost in popularity due to the YouTube algorithm shift. And that's where we are today, with Let's Play still going strong over 10 years after the first one came about.
When I started making videos, I was really shy, like, hi everybody, and that doesn't work, because if anyone turns on that video, it's gonna be like,
How do you get out of your shell then? How do you
just start screaming.
start screaming?
Yeah, that was my intro before. As soon as you start slowing down, people are gonna get bored, and you're there to entertain them.
You also have to be able to relate to your audience, right? We're a bunch of guys who just like to hang out together and play video games, and I think that's something that people appreciate.
Of course, excitement in your personality. That's the biggest thing. That's what makes you unique.
Great to see you again, Maddie.
It is great to see you. Oh, okay, that's a weird body position. What? The snake.
It's like, no, it's not enough to stick your chest out. You also have to go for the booty, so you're doing like you gotta hoist the booty more.
Monica smiles sweetly and does Pilates and does a weird yoga stretch.
And adopts Warrior 4.
So turn around. There you go. Hopefully you don't run into any lava, because that would be sad. You would die. Oh! No! Joey!
You want to become young. There you You're coming with me.
So for this, you got that?
What? No! Why?
All I did was waggle. How did I can't control what the DK does.
I'll be at home being a cool friend. Feel free to come by and have a date. Yeah. Oh, where are you going? The king. Yes!
He's in the bathroom.
Cry, come out of the bathroom.
No.
Young lady,
No.
come out of that bathroom right now. Come out of that bathroom this is your father speaking, and you will respect me in my house.
What? You want to rob me? We're having a robbery sale. everything is free. If you're good at Rochambeau. Oh.
Men run away from me, and women run away too, actually. And man, oh man, I've had the worst luck in dates. Well, fear not, because you're the cute, and you're on my list of people to hold hands with. Just like that.
And then I fired again, and then I missed, and then I fired, and then I fired, and I missed. I missed both times, and then I fired, and I missed. This went on for several hours, and then I fired, and then I missed.
And then I was out of bullets, and then I got sad.
Yeah.
I had a popsicle, and then I passed out in the snow.
It's always Gucci. Just run to the other side of it and then jump over the bullet.
Please stop using Gucci.
The double tall Gucci sideways style.
What?
Try and get under the Gucci before you get to the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
run past it real
don't,
quick.
no.
Run past it.
In a surge of bravery, I thrust the door open.
Yes! I called it!
Here I come.
Wait. Wait, why? No! Oh man, this game is killing me. I love it.
After really getting into watching their videos last year, I looked up their tag on Tumblr and came across so much amazing fan art and kind people running blogs dedicated to the show and projects for it.
I originally began going into the fandom when I started writing fanfic for the Grumps.
Watching the Grumps actually got me into Mark, since they both know each other. Then Mark led to PewDiePie, and Felix led to Jack, since all of them tend to collab every now and then.
I thought there were a bunch of stupid assholes playing games and just laughing at shit, and I was just like, yeah, okay, well. And I don't know, slowly but surely you see more of the human side of everybody, and that you really can relate to them and really appreciate them for who they are and have the same opinions as them. But that's the good thing, is that first impressions can come off a little odd, but then afterwards, once you get to know the person, they end up becoming way more than what you thought.
Every Let's Player that I watch gives off the impression of kindness and a genuine sense of enjoyment for what they're doing.
That they're all very kind and just downright good people.
They all seem like they just want to make people laugh and bring joy. They work so hard behind the scenes to make worthwhile, funny content for their fans to enjoy.
I find myself usually very calm, very peaceful after listening to it. Also very, very happy because I'm usually laughing my butt off through most of it.
I've seen that whenever Aaron or Dan share a personal story from their life, a lot of people are able to relate very deeply out of similar experiences. Many people take from stories of Dan, Aaron, and the rest of the Grumps, working their way from the bottom to the top as a source of driving motivation to achieve their dreams and goals.
They often encourage us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, inspiring us to create things that we believe in.
I don't really like to view them as role models or heroes or anything like that, because I think that puts them way too high on a pedestal. But I do like to view them as pretty inspiring people. I mean, at all times they're trying to better themselves and be better people, and I think that's very inspiring.
That one thing that you need to do. And any of you out there who are feeling very lonely, very depressed, very sad, anxious, or you're having panic attacks, anything like that, it's not a bad thing. You're not a bad person. You can get out of it, and I believe in you. If nobody else believes
I want
in
to
you,
give everyone everything of me. I want them to know what I think and feel, and my content reflects that deeply. I feel like I wear myself on my chest and my sleeve. I think everyone knows who I am.
see each and every one of us, not defined by our race or our creed, but each and every one of us a new opportunity to find ourselves.
But have you ever wondered why they were called Let's Plays to begin with? It was short for Let Us Play, us being not just the Let's Player, but also the community the Let's Player was a part of. Let's Plays, from the time the term was first used all the way up until today, have been perpetuated and propagated by the communities they spawn. If you asked me what the defining feature of a Let's Play really is, and what separates Let's Plays from other types of content, I'd say it has to be that, the community.
I think the reason why I wanted to join the fandom was because it just seemed like a very calming and very encouraging place for artists and people that like the same games as I do.
When the creators of whatever it is open and kind and helpful, you kind of expect that from the fandom.
I love them, so I wanted to connect with other people that like them just as much as me. The communities also seem so welcoming and non-toxic, since they are built around positive people.
It's fun to have so many friends that like the same things you do, and you're there to support each other's contributions to the community, whether through art, writing, or thoughtful projects such as this.
People who to talk about my fic ideas with these people who all want to help out and listen and are interested, and other people who I get to throw ideas back and forth with on stuff.
It's very motivating, especially for somebody who really wants to explore more in the art genre or writing or games or anything like that.
It's a little hard to explain, but when you're liking or blogging and posting about the same people that you, along with millions of other people, know and love, you feel a sense of family.
We're like the extended cousins off in other states and stuff. Not even just all over the country, I've met them in other countries. So it just branches out to vast amounts of people, and I'm super connected to them. I literally talk to my friends like every day.
Additionally, these fandoms aren't separate entities. They often intertwine. Since these content creators often collab, fandoms will come together and enjoy both Let's Players videos that they make together.
There's so much that you do that connects with the different people and different personalities and ideas.
They're always supportive of each other, especially when it comes to art or stories or any kind of fan projects. I think in comparison to the other fandoms I've been in the past, this one is much more livelier.
There are some occasional squabbles here and there, but they don't last for long, and all of the people who are very friendly and caring outweigh anyone with bitter things to say.
All in all, I'd say what makes these Let's Play fandoms different is how kind and respectful they are. Rarely do I see discourse.
Constant reminders of keeping these people as people, not as, people to worship or whatnot.
They have a very strong creator to audience connection.
Because what Game Grumps does is that it branches out to all different spectrums, and that's what's really, really great about it.
Sharing the enjoyment that I get out of watching these Let's Players only strengthens the connection I feel with not only the fandom, but with the content creator as well. After having such positive experiences in these communities, I've been feeling more confident in myself to the point of posting some of my art online. In fact, Jacksepticeye himself has even noticed some of my art. Genuine interactions like this between Let's Players and their fans is what keeps these communities fun and friendly. Seeing Let's Players care about the community as we care about them encourages people to keep creating what they love and to keep the community wholesome.
I was just kind of like, they're doing this for views and all that good stuff just because it's funny. But now that I've been in it longer than 2 years now, I've totally seen a complete role reversal than what I previously thought, and that is a very good thing.
You can tell they have such a passion for what they're doing, and they truly appreciate their fans. I mean, they're doing their dream job and providing so much happiness to millions of people every day. They inspire me to create art and do what I'm passionate about. They all went for their dreams and succeeded in life, and I hope one day I can do the same.
They're perfect examples of how hard work and determination, even when you sometimes fail, pays off in the end.
I've also found that there's a lot of really creative, exuberant people in the fandom, and so many people creating content for it. It's just amazing to be a part of that creative team of people.
I've made many friends through watching Let's Players, both online and in real life. I absolutely love the sense of unity and friendship that interacting with these fandoms provides.
All of the kind and welcoming people with senses of humor similar to my own.
We just get to sit down and watch Grumps together, and I mean, that's amazingly fun, and I'm so glad to be a part of this.
Next time on Game Grumps?
Next time on Game Grumps.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
And as always, I will see
See you guys later. Bye.